Common people at the receiving end of a skyrocketing price of petrol and diesel. Public appeals to government to reduce fuel price. COVID care center contractual health workers try to storm Chief Minister's bungalow, demanding extension of the service tenure. Zeliangrong civil society organizations condemned Kabui Union to Manipur for claiming Gangai as exclusive festival of Kabui community. Ministry of Consumers Affairs, Food and Public Distributions appoints Rajya Sabha MP Laisemasana Jauba as chairman of the State Consultative Committee FCI Manipur. Manipur reports 5 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and no COVID-19 fatalities in the last 24 hours. Death toll remains at 371. And India logged a single-day spike of 8,635 new COVID-19 cases, taking country's tally above 1,766,000. Recovery rate above 97%. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance. Now, top stories and latest news this hour. Common people are suffering the brunt of rising prices of the petrol and diesel. They appealed to the government to take necessary measures to reduce fuel prices. A special report.
Miyamna nongmada changda yadraba polam singi marungda khwaidagi maru oriba petrol amasung diesel gi mamal nongmai gi hekalagliba asida miyamna chathok chasinda thengnariba khodongcha da sing kari leibage habadu petrol pump singda thau haliba miyamdagi khaminasi petrol diesel gi mamal nongmai hekalakwaja kari thauliba miyo moina chathok chasinda kare problem dai Hekalaiba mamalji hanadagi di yam hekale adu masida isagi mod kari habini ngi katam
hanadi chahum yang kaina gari full oi banga mamme haitare hojiti aduki huge amount am hengalak se ai tasingna paisa da kaida dum khar problem adum lai haibetare
masidi akhoi laire ba khitang ka to khodi yam sathina ware masi sarkar sina kari kaino kha sinbiraga si hanthaba yaba mawong da tawbidraga da akhoi di nomage sura tan khodi dasi macham to puyo ma khoi se cheyeba so sira chatpada thau sigi mamal ga khoina haji potang masiga akhoi di kari ta chendom ta phangdreba
thau maman sum hengalak pasi thau bode wara poni da khoi handa da bagi sum hala thawra bai adon problem di paisa economy phibam jiga yam thopon
nakalamrum da housing lairiba petrol gi mamal lasi imphal area gi oina 89.94 aduga diesel gi mamalna hoji phawbada lairiba asina 79.84 aduga extra premium hariba tonganba sumlaba asidadi hariba thau gi mamal lasi lupa 93 gi mathakta piri achumlaba khongthang asda miyamna tongan ba chathok chasin kaya da season daba yadabna maram moiraga masa masa gi achinba sen season aduna hariba thawo singasi hanari
ꯆꯠꯇꯕꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯁꯦꯟꯊꯣꯛ ꯂꯝꯕꯤꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯒꯤ ꯍꯤꯡꯅꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯥꯜꯂꯤꯅꯤ ꯃꯃꯟꯗꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯒꯠꯂꯛꯄ ꯏꯟꯐ꯭ꯂꯦꯁꯟ ꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯁꯦꯟꯊꯣꯛ ꯂꯝꯕꯤ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯛꯄ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯊꯥꯎ ꯃꯃꯟ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯂꯛꯄ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕꯁꯦ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯗꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯏꯂꯦꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯛ ꯀꯥꯔ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯈꯣꯠꯄ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯈꯔ ꯇꯧꯍꯟꯅꯤꯡꯉꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯍꯣꯡꯅ ꯃꯃꯟ ꯍꯣꯡꯅ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯑꯒ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯏꯐꯅꯕ ꯊꯥꯎ ꯇꯥꯡꯈꯠꯂꯛꯄꯁꯤꯒ ꯌꯦꯡꯂꯨꯔꯒꯗꯤ
ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯒꯤ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯇꯧꯍꯧꯗꯕ ꯏꯁꯥꯅ ꯁꯨꯔꯒ ꯍꯤꯡꯖꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯗꯤ ꯑꯋꯥꯕ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯃꯥꯌꯣꯛꯅꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯖ ꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯒꯤ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯂꯛꯄ ꯃꯄꯨꯡ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯊꯥꯎꯁꯤꯗ ꯕꯦꯠꯆ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯇꯧꯋꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯑꯃ ꯆꯠꯂꯣ ꯑꯃ ꯇꯧꯔ ꯊꯥꯎ ꯃꯃꯜ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯄꯅꯤꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯊꯥꯎ ꯈꯛꯇꯪ ꯅꯠꯇꯕꯤꯗ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯒꯤ ꯆꯪꯗꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯆꯪꯗꯁꯨ ꯃꯃꯜ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯩ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯄ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯒꯤ ꯁꯨꯔ ꯍꯤꯡꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯁꯨꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯇꯤꯛ ꯑꯋꯥꯕ ꯅꯪꯉꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯤꯃ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯅꯤꯡꯉꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ
petrol amasung diesel gi mamal hekalagliba asida impact news na imphal area gi tongan mafam kharada hangiba oil pump singda changduna public ki comment lawba matamda miyamna haiba Dayangan lakholagliba thau gi mamal hekalagliba si hekalhaningdaba hariba mamal si khara tabiraga miyam sanaba moongda hariba thau gi mamal si lepinaba tongan ba mafam kyadagi liapa miyam singna phongdona rakhi nakal amromda lainga ki khongthang asina makha tana thau petrol amasung diesel gi mamal asi hekalap gi khongthang amal lokholap tarabadi miyam de hena thau khadab gi achokba awaba ma mayong narak loi haningai leite camera person Chungham Subhas Kolonona Pagdum Jariba RC Mangangsa Impact News Imphal.
Welcome back. Contractual health workers of the 3 COVID care centers in Imphal city tried to storm the Chief Minister's bungalow in Manipur today, demanding extension of their service tenure. However, a combined team of Imphal police, Lumphel police and commando, including women police personnel, foiled the protesters at the Nupilal complex area. Speaking to media, one contractual health workers expressed disappointment that they were not allowed to meet the Chief Minister. They appealed to address their grievances at the earliest.
Akoi apun be staff honorable CM unaba laksabani adugo unaba gi permission ji pibidre akoi je sarbo muta unaraga akoi gi apamba akoi da moida kai leirige saroi gi apamba na karino habado mayam amta haidi akoi ga tana biraga amtam keno tawba ai pamjai akoi hojik contract basis ta logja gi staff singni adugo akoi gi matam jenga si se loire adugo akoi termination order se extension amuhana makha tawbiroi habi order ama thoko uzare adugo akoi si order se akoi mayam yazaning de akoi pen de akoi bu amutang di sana wari sana bai sa sama pibiraga akoi apamba do khongdoning bagi wakhal leijai.
Members of the Old Manipur district-wise COVID contractual health workers have appealed to extend their service tenure. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, representative of the association, Laishram Santa, said Chief Medical Officer of Churachandpur district has issued termination order of the contractual health workers who were deputed in the district COVID care. He said the sudden issuance of a termination order has created apprehension among contractual health workers of other districts, stating that COVID-19 patients are continuously coming at various district COVID care centers. She appealed to the government to extend their service tenure as the global pandemic is yet to be contained.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯕꯤꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯁꯨꯛ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯁꯐꯔ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯕ ꯊꯥ 4-5ꯒꯤ ꯇꯣꯂꯣꯞꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯗ ꯗꯥꯏꯔꯦꯛꯇꯔꯗ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯁꯤꯃꯣꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯇꯣꯂꯣꯞ ꯄꯤꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯋꯥꯍꯩ ꯑꯃꯠꯇ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯒꯩ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯗ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯋꯥꯕ ꯃꯑꯣꯡ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛꯀꯤ ꯁꯦꯕꯥꯅꯤ ꯒꯣꯚꯔꯟꯃꯦꯟꯠꯒꯤ ꯏꯝꯄ꯭ꯂꯣꯌꯤ ꯑꯃꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯊꯃꯣꯏꯗ ꯊꯝꯖꯔꯒ ꯁꯨꯖꯔꯤꯕ ꯅꯣꯝꯖꯔꯤꯕꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯃꯤꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤ ꯇꯝꯕꯤꯗꯨꯅ ꯌꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯇꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯗꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯛꯇ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯍꯦꯜꯊꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯁꯤꯗꯗꯤ ꯗꯤꯄꯥꯔꯠꯃꯦꯟꯠꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯇꯤꯛ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯒ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯃꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯈꯔ ꯏꯟꯒꯦꯖ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯇꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯒꯤ ꯄꯨꯛꯅꯤꯡ ꯆꯤꯡꯁꯤꯟꯖꯔꯤ.
Various civil society organizations of Zeliangrong community have condemned Kabui Union Manipur for claiming that Gangai festival is an exclusive festival of the Kabui community and not that of the Zeliangrong community. President of state-level Gangai Celebration Committee Manipur, Pudongai Kamson, reminded that the state cabinet in 1997 clearly stated that the festival is celebrated by devotees of Tinkau Ragwang Chapriak of the Zeliangrong Kabui Naga tribe. He said as per the record, Kabui and Rongmei are the same tribe. Speaking to media at the office of Tinkau Ragwang Chapriak formed Kalum Kai in the Chingmairong today, Pudongai Kamson said both Kabui and Rongmei belong to Zeliangrong community. He added that origin, language and culture of both Kabui and Rongmei are the same tribe. He added that the Kabui Rongmei is the name of the tribe while the Tinkau Ragwang Chapriak TRC is the ancestral religion of the tribe. Pudongai Kamson reiterated that the government has issued a cabinet memo on who will celebrate Gangai festival and even declared the day as a state holiday even before the existence of Kabui Union Manipur.
Dharma sagon banian. There are no people without religion. Si loin yagani, miam loin yagani. Si kuyo manungda sana pathap loina customary lo loi labini dharma du ki sana kanglon ngakani ba khoile. Si manungda loi oigadamni moina ngangbudu yamna wrongly implicit ni hainingi oidabi yam ngangi. Kanana observe tawi dharma jati na ekhoi ki gangai si ekhoi observe tawi habsu. Sisida public tema si clear to view. Kabui habsi ga Rongmai Haibasiga Amatani. I koi Manipur the lady sing to Loy how Maktani, Metesu Kaisu how Maktani. Si Tampakta Kanasu like the Sing Aktani. Sing the Gekoi Kundarapung Aktani, say history in his heart. Loinama Uridi singing Aktani. Rongmaiga, Kabuiga, Samane. I should so Zipodongai, Adegi Kamson Hire, Adi certificate of origin the metric ticket Harpa Horaputun Kekumar Kabu Hire. Situngan Tungan in Hayaro, Kabuiga Rongmai Amatani, Gan Naisi Kanan Obsato from Tokuno Habdo, Gomengi records in a Saki with you.
General Secretary of Tingkau Raghuwang Chapriyak formed Assam, Manipur, Nagaland. Chauba Kamson said Gangai festival is not a secular festival but a religious festival of TRC devotees. He said TRC devotees are trying to preserve and promote the ancestral culture, tradition and believed by following the footsteps of the freedom fighter Haipo Jadong Nang and Rani Gaidinlu. He said a shrine of Tingkau Raghuwang Kalum Kai has been constructed at Chingmairong and there are around 25 TRC temples in various parts of northeast including Manipur. He also said they are making efforts to construct 8 more temples. He also said that they have been distributing books and pamphlets on TRC religion at various places. Chauba Kamsond asked what Kabui Union Manipur has done for preserving the ancestral religion and the tribe. Thanking the government for agreeing to fund state-level Gangai Celebration Committee to hold Gangai celebration, he termed it unfortunate that Kabui Union Manipur has condemned Governor's Gangai greetings and Minister Okram Henry's assurance to hand over organizing the festival to the committee. Representatives of Zeliarong civil society organizations, especially Zeliarong Union Assam Manipur Nagaland, Zeliarong Baudi Assam Manipur Nagaland, Zeliarong Baudi Manipur, Zeliarong Youth Front Assam Manipur Nagaland, Zeliangrong Student Union Manipur, Tingkau Raghuwang Chapriyak formed Assam Manipur Nagaland, Tingkau Raghuwang Chapriyak Chabuan formed Manipur and State Gangai Celebration Committee were present in the press meet.
Pana ipuna salibe singasina masigi lining license sibu TRC Tingkau Raghuwang kawe Kabui or Longmai haiba sina this is a name of a tribe ni masi confusion kaisu liningai leite adubu phajana tumdabu hawgapa wai haibagum na moise asingum mase hanjin haidon leirabani koisu Kabui ni moi nga ta Kabui ni no monopoly tobi yaroi akoi Kabui ni Longmai ni moi nga ta authority oibe yaroi akoi suni lining license na so akoi na koi gi ipana ipuna phiron cancer da mang thadaningai haina akoi na preserve tawribani adu moi kari tawriba sahi mari rom su phatring moina Kabui literature moi tawbra cancer gi moi kari thabak tawbra gangai khak tawraga loire haiba sibu yabra ne du boi khoi mo ulta pulta da hairaga TRC haiba anoba learning license sina Kabui gi identity mu thana ba tawre han hairi how many times they have organized for the promotion of this Kabui cancer and tradition and religion kari tawkhra ne hangningai oine.
Ministry of Consumers Affairs, Food and Public Distribution has appointed Rajya Sabha MP and titular King of Manipur, Laisembasana Jauba, as Chairman of State Consultative Committee, Food Corporation of India, FCI Manipur. MP Laisembasana Jauba received the appointment letter issued by Ajay Kumar, Deputy Secretary of the Parliamentary Affairs Ministry, on the 28th of January. The Deputy Secretary earlier appointed Laisembasana Jauba as member of Northeast Frontier Railway Users Consultative Committee on the 21st of January. MP Laisembasana Jauba has already received appointment letter for the same. It may be mentioned that the titular king is currently in New Delhi attending the ongoing parliament session. He left Imphal for the national capital on the 26th of January. Conservation of the wetlands is crucial in maintaining ecological balance. Acknowledging the same, state-level World Wetlands Day 2021 was observed at Yaralpat today on the themed Wetlands and Water, Inclusion in Climate Change Action State Directorate of Environment and Climate Change, in collaboration with Manipur Initiative for Conservation of Nature and Yaralpat Integrated Farming Cooperative Society Limited, organized the event. A panel discussion on wetlands and water inclusion in climate change to recommend the indigenous ways of preserving wetlands in the state was held on the occasion. Keeping in line with a Ramsar theme of the wetlands and water. Speaking on the occasion, the Deputy Director, Directorate of Environment and Climate Change, the Braj Kumar, expressed apprehensions that wetlands are disappearing in the state. He said there were more than 500 wetlands once in Manipur. The Deputy Director added that the Directorate has identified 23 wetlands for observation. He said Yaralpat, located near Nongmai Ching of Imphal East District, is the living example of successful rejuvenation of wetlands in the state. T. Brajakumar said conserving wetlands required study of ecosystem quality and initiative for adaptation and indigenous ways of the preserved policy. Farmers attending the event shared their challenges in conserving the Yaralpat.
Wetland regions towards wetland status se khangbatai it's wetland ai motodi committee mum semaga sagi madugi govern to yengna bas pame
forest siga khoi water body siga mari yam lainai ane khogi forest management hoi to is ayam practice clear cut ne habdi amutang da use yan that pai jum cultivation samna da aduna adi mahutta khoina kaima shelter wood or selection process haiba forest management che practice to rogadi khoi umang su kan ngani our objective so we may be able to get that
mayamna haibiriba swai da gamla da thariba aigi da jo hori aigi da jo hori na thariba kombiri pambi singse masi khoi manipur ya singba kombiri do oiram da bai tare masi kombiri si mapande pusalakpa ikui dana chahi kharagi mamang da pusalakpa adugum kombiri erme magi wetland natabida even kangphal da kitang chocho lawa natra kangphalam thamatan ma survive tawi flower sale lei sarpangam me adu hairiba khoi gi manipur ga associate toriba manipur gi lamphel nawa kombiri yaral patki kombiri habese masidi magi specific habitat ama natra gi hobungam dre.
Project Director of Loktak Development Authority, Eld Vagaton, has expressed worry over the loss of more than 100 square kilometer areas of the Loktak Lake. He was speaking at the World Wetlands Day 2021 observance at the Mongol Nganbi College Hall today. The event was held in collaboration with Loktak Development Authority. Vagaton warned overfishing and structural expansion at the Loktak Lake will have adverse effect.
Howsik Ladiba, Paki Aqua Kunda Reva, Mu even encroach Toxal Leva, the paddy fields in Mansell cannot Toxal Eva, Duga, encroachers in Moro and a fish farming Amatoxal was in the Maram Moragang, Sigi wetlands, no more is a pixel Havasi, and a Tunda, Hayankari, or the gay Havasi, Nonangamas, and Town Poxe, at Kogi Patsibu Kanbada, Loktaxibu, Kanbada, Tungi Mihoro, Kogi Chaisus in Lehogadava, Mayam Sing Sigi, Kal Miraga, the environment can be Raga, a Sigi Mayam Sing Topina.
Manipur Working Journalist Union also observed World Wetlands Day 2021 at Tamenglong's Jeliat Lake today. The event was held as part of the month-long Know Your Sanctuaries and Wetlands campaign of the Union. Zialiat Zang village chief Matthew Gonmei has expressed his disappointment at the deplorable condition of the 9-hectare area Zialiat Lake, one of the biggest lake in the hills. Amju President Bijoy Kakching Tabam, Tausemd Subdivision Tamenglong the Forest Ranger A. Prameshwar and ADC Tamenglong executive members Micah Panmei took part in the event. He also expressed discontentment at the bad road connectivity in the area. Taking part in the event, ADC Tamenglong executive members Micah Panmei stressed on the need to conserve the Zialiat Lake and all other lakes under Tausemd subdivision, while Deputy Ranger A. Prameshwar said the Forest Department has been making efforts to save environment in the area. He said that a command facility center, 5 rest houses and a viewpoint and a tourist spot will be set up in the area in the near future. Amzu is carrying out the campaign under the aegis of Directorate of Environment and Climate Change. Amzu President Vijay Kakching-Tabam said the campaign is being organized to raise awareness on the need to conserve wetlands and wildlife sanctuaries of the state. World Wetlands Day 2021 was also observed at Phumland Park today. Attendees demanded a revocation of the Loktak Protection Act 2006 and report of a Loktak Integrated Waste Used Plant 2025, terming both anti-peopled. Speaking on the occasion, environmental activist Ramananda Wangkhe Rakpam said the report of Loktak Integrated Waste Used Plant 2025 is anti-peopled. He said the report creates a fear of transferring the wetlands of the Manipur to the corporate sector. Associate Professor of the Manipur University's Economic Department, Dr. N. Damodar, has expressed a firm belief that the Union Budget 2021-2022 produced in the Parliament yesterday will help in recovering the COVID-19 pandemic hit economy of the country with a short period of time. Speaking exclusively to Impact News, Dr. N. Damodar said the new budget presented by Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman gives a more emphasis on agriculture and infrastructure development, though it failed to emphasize on the education sector. He said the new budget will be beneficial to poor people of the country.
Handaki budget di yam expect tauru badia di kari mrong da yam difficult times da laiba budget ni na hairba ko hoya khoina pamo dum thoi haibitai kari mrong da normally koi gi subjects the fields da taru ni na ko koi gi sum pandemic thopa kan da di kamai to revive tawni ador gi revive to gi haraga di maximum effort si government na koi gi infrastructure se thada na koi gi government na koi gi mi mayam se employ to hundana simba to godra ina kam dung rak mak tawi for adu hena to honing badi MGNRSJS kumba program cha kidang mapang ngat haninge.
A team of the Manipur Democratic Alliance left Imphal for Delhi today to urge Union Home Minister Amit Saha to table for amendment of the Manipur Land Revenue and Land Reforms Act 1960 in the ongoing session of the Parliament to include a special provision for protection of the Meitei community. It may be mentioned that MDA convener M. Tombi had submitted a memorandum to Union Home Minister Amit Saha during his last visit in Imphal for amending the MLR Act. Unidentified miscreants have planted a remote-controlled IED at the gate of a residential house in Imphal district. Police sources said that the bomb weighing around 1.8 kilograms was planted at the gate of the house belonging to 55-year-old Abdul Kalam Saik, son of late Vasiruddin Adibam of Ketrgao, Mayaleka, near ABA ground under Porampat police station. Said bomb disposal squad recovered the bomb safely at around 3:30 a.m. today. The bomb squad later disposed the bomb in an isolated location in Awaching at around 9:10 a.m. No one has claimed responsibility for the incidents yet. Meanwhile, members of Athletic Brothers Association ABA and the Santi Pambalupt Ketrigao jointly staged a protest meet chanting various slogans today condemning the planting of the bomb. Taking part in the sit-in, Secretary of Santi Pambalupt Basari Begum said the incident has created fear and panic among the locals and appealed to avoid the same in future. ABA President Saik Nurul Hassan also took part in the protest demonstration. Former Ketrgao MLA Amind Saha also took stock of the incident.
sofa macha khara suraga hingjari ba khoi si dene bom am thamjallame bom sina aki akhang thohal khoi si ahing chup tumdre asukchin ba jaga sida bom thamjallame aduga thabak suri ba singmi si sida kari piu haina demand tawribano bom thamami sigi maram chu sengdok pirao matungda sugumba thaudok si thohan birakano sigumba bom si thamjallaga ahing nupi angang nupa ahal ana ayek se punamak se wana loina khangnare tumdadana khoi se
yung marakta bom thamba yaninde mi laiba yung marakta bom thamba yaninde lai no parsada wa piba yaninde.
Government college teachers continued their protests unabated, demanding implementation of 7th UGC Pay and Regulation 2018 approved by the State Cabinet. Teachers carried out protest demonstrations at Danamanjuri College of Science, Manipur College and GP Women's College, Manipur College and NG College under the banner of Federation of the Government College Teachers Association today. New Vice-Chancellor in charge of Manipur University, Professor S. Sanatombi, has assured to strive her best along with other teachers to include Manipur University in top 100 universities of India. Speaking exclusively to Impact News today, the first women Vice-Chancellor in charge of the Manipur University said both teachers and students of the university do not lack in quality in comparison to their counterparts, but the lack of the modern infrastructure of the universities has hindered inclusion of the university in the top universities list. She said discussion will be held with all the teachers and set up a modern teaching and learning infrastructure like smart class in all the university departments. Professor S. Sanatombi appealed for cooperation from both teachers and non-teaching staff and all the stakeholders concerned in bringing a progressive academic atmosphere in the university.
Overall infrastructure so khajiktan ekoina sontaba haiba tare adugumba singdusu semgat sagalagadi afaba university amagi madugi pandam dodi ekoi mayam punna changminabadi chang chhatra su honaba changi oja sing su magi takpi tambi basida national level gi international level gi hiram dugi magi subject dugi hojik oiriba kari karamba Pibamda karamba knowledge ki thakda leiribage haibasi oja singsu tanaba changi madugi knowledge singsu yauna aikhoina classroom da chhatra singda takpi tambi ba changi.
Monitoring Committee Mushu Elections 2021-2022 organized an open symposium in connection with the upcoming Manipur University Students' Union Mushu election today. Intending candidates expressed their views on why Manipur University is yet to secure in the top 100 ranking of universities of India at the event held at the university's Coffee Corner. Speaking on the sideline, the committee convener T.H. Suresh said such election-related symposium was held for the first time to explore the personality of the intending candidates so that students, voters can choose the most worthy candidate. Sri Sri Bal Mukunda Dev, the Music College, Government Dance College and Jawaharlal Nehru Dance Academy have suspended total shutdown the cold against the issue over MA admission for dance and music at Manipur University of Culture. Press release from the Joint College Students Union, however, said normal classes are still boycotted and warned of continuing their agitation until the issue is resolved. Manipur reported 5 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 1,483 test results received today. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 29,077, out of which 138 are active cases. There is no COVID-19 death case reported in the last 24 hours. Death toll remains at 371. On the positive note, the 6 COVID-19 patients were discharged in the last 24 hours. Manipur's recovered cases have reached 28,568. State's recovery rate touches 98.24%. Newly infected persons are all from the general population. They are 3 from Imphal East and 1 each from Imphal West and Vishnupur. A total of 4,739 beneficiaries have been vaccinated against COVID-19 so far in Manipur. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Banthubi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, specified as a financial institution by the Ministry of Finance, Government of India under SARFAC Act 2002. First license holder public limited housing finance company in the entire northeastern region of India, completed its 15 years of service. Provides home loan with a subsidy amount up to rupees 2.67 lakh under PMAY credit linked subsidy scheme, PMAY CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Government or private employees, businessmen can apply. For more details, kindly contact Banthubi Housing Finance Company Limited or reporter on Mamlaikai Imphal.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India has recorded a single-day spike of 8,635 new cases of coronavirus, taking the country's COVID-19 cash load to 1,766,245 in the last 24 hours. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that toll has reached 1,54,486 with 94 new COVID-19 fatalities. On the positive note, recovered cases have reached 1,48,406 with 13,423 new recoveries. Country's recovery rate touches 97.15%. Kerala has the highest infection of above 69,000 active cases. Over 39 lakh people have been vaccinated against coronavirus in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 10 crore 40 lakh 14,000 people. Nearly 2 crore 2 lakh 50,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 7 crore 58 lakh 59,000. USA has the highest infection of above 98 lakh 27,000 active cases in the world, followed by India and Brazil. China stands at 83rd position with 1,582 active cases of COVID-19. Party hopping continues unabated with the drawing near of ADC and urban local bodies elections. 6 former BJP leaders of Nungba Assembly constituency in Noni district and their followers have joined the Congress party. They were accorded a warm reception at Congress Bhavan in BT Road today. The new entrants include Chief of Khongsang village and the former president of the BJP Rengpand ADC segment Kilongdi Gonmei, hardcore BJP worker of Rengpang village Jand Thuanglung Kame, hardcore BJP workers of Bran Luang Tao Daiziang Pao Don Lung Kame. Speaking on the occasion, MPCC President Govindas Kontosam expressed a firm belief that Congress will win the upcoming ADC, urban local bodies and general elections.
District Council ge election da amasung 2022 gi general election da khwaidagi hena achoba daita lawiduna Congress party bu mapan kanba party ama oina leiraga sumaha ki mapangan phudok pangam jadaba singa do mapangan phudok pangam lagani amasung soidana party asi amuk ke hena mara chetna masing khwaidagi hena vote phangan biduna aigi jaga singda Congress party gi thadok chagadoriba candidate sing asibu gi maipaklam pubirakpada achoba daita soidana lawbirak lagani.
Bridge on the Khuzairok River in Moreh, one of the important bridges at the Indo-Myanmar border town, is in a deplorable condition. Wooden plates of the bridge are broken, leaving the bridge hollow, creating much apprehension for commuters. Technopol, the traffic-controlled police, has blocked half of the bridge during daytime and fully during the night to prevent any untoward incident. Speaking to media, President of the Meitei Council, Moreh M. Thoiba, appealed to the government to convert the bridge into an RCC bridge without a further delay.
1 number 7 amadi 6 ka lonari ba kujairok tureni mathakta leiba thong achi adoki matek phibam soe haibidi hojik nungdang da thong achi volunteer sing na thingjillaga lalandre nungthin gaktang matek ama tharaga lalale maramdi thong achi loina mak ubak chi tek khibna maram ora kanda gari tasen ba yauduna so open mayam ama yaure maram aduna lenga ki mari leina ba singna athuba matam da hariba thong si samjin bina magi damakta maitei council ki president amoina lenga ki pung chingsinjari.
5th General Conference of Tarao Students' Union will be held with an aim to preserve the endangered indigenous Tarao thrived from the February 19 to 22. The conference will be held on the themed Reasoning the Identity at Kuring Muld in the Chandal district. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, media coordinator of the organizing committee of the General Conference, Dr. T.S. Chandramani, said Tarao population inhabitants at Tarao, Laimanai, Laishokching, Kuring Muld and Haikakpokpi of Chandal district and at the Sanakaitheld of Ukrul district. He said the tribe is endangered as there are only around 1 population left. Taking part in the press meet, Vice President of Tarao Students' Union, Eld Sebastian Tarao, appealed for cooperation from the relevant department and the public for the successful conduction of the General Conference.
Tarao hariba malim gi lemai de 2009 da UNESCO online elas report da pumut mut kraidana panaraba jati asigi hoiba student union gi hoiba achauba hoigi general conference ama pangthokadori 2011 gi census ta hariba jati asi sumnagi lising amaga sumna hupumanga akoi maji manungda nupa sangwa yang kitare nupi sangwa sumna nipan taduna literacy rate asi 63.69 leiduna malem gi lemai degi mutte haibadu takli
koi slogan se safe tarao bise endangered ne hel adum leiragadi koi gi di wari mada koi gi sumba covid 19 gumba any pandemic lakpa yai adu madam sida koi gumba tribe which is less than 1000 haibise it's a very critical situation asisina koi conference koi nuaire haraure hena kumhai tause hebi nate.
Members of the All Manipur Horticulture and Soil Conservation Technologies Association and Department of Horticulture and Soil Conservation Manipur have boycotted Horticulture and Soil Conservation Department's contract director and Joymati. They staged a protest meet today condemning the assaults of Deputy Director Headquarter and Madhurja, allegedly by and Joymati on the 30th of January. Speaking on the sideline, the General Secretary of the Association, Dr. L. Jivit, warned of continuing their agitation until the government settled the matter. He said their agitation has entered the second day, including today, and they have already submitted a memorandum about the matter to the Chief Minister and the Chief Secretary, demanding befitting actions against the contract director, Dr. L. Jivit. Dr. Eld Jivit said they are suspending their agitation in view of the State Assembly session, which begins tomorrow, but will not cease the agitation until the matter is resolved. The General Secretary warned that if the government ever let N. Joymati continue as director in charge of the department, all the employees of the department will carry out activities suppressing any order from her.
Hayengi dagi hauraga akoi tawriba sit-in protest se call off tawjarani masi haidona akoina khongjang asi sonthaba natraga lepagi grep am lobadi nate contractual re-engage tawbiraiba Srimati N. Joymati khoi ex director jigi jina tawraiba thawongdu yaningdaba oina akoina ngarang memorandum amasu honorable chief minister amasung mari lainaba administrative head ta thajagara government amasung relevant authority na yabidaduna nakoina na thambiba tarabdi akoina hayengdagi haurga contractual director jina karigumba changakpa thoklabdi department asigi employee amatana magonda cooperation amata piroi government na hek akoi apamba jiningba thungdribo koi khongjangduri chachagani
tabak sigi bandam mamadi phanghaningi akoi yam sengna hajarabada mase yamna tolerate tawbangamdaba accident amani makhata na justice fight to biraga akoina tawjariba sigi matik chawa paukhum amma akoina relevant authority dagi ngaijari.
Sloblin Public School held its 19th Foundation Day celebrations today. School administration organized the event at amphitheater of the school in the Kongjom Salt village. Traditional dance and songs items by the students marked the event. Winners of state-level online painting competition 2021 were felicitated today. Manipur Youth Reforming Organization MYRO organized the competition sponsored by RK Rameshwar of Changangai Awangklaikai from the 21st till 23rd of January. The felicitation program was held at RK Rameshwar's residence. Speaking on the occasion, RK Rameshwar stressed on the need to facilitate students' education as they have been hit by the coronavirus pandemic since March last year. He appreciated the organizers for holding the painting competition amid the pandemic in the interest of students. Guest professor of the Manipur University's Social and Culture Anthropology W. Navakumar and MYRO President Jeko Kuraijam were present on the occasion. Prizes were distributed to winners of the competition held in the 3 categories for the students of class 1 to 12. Kuki Women's Organizations for Human Rights has submitted a written request to Chief Minister Nongtom Birend not to reapply the case of the former ADC Chandal chairman Lukusai Jau to the higher courts. Press release from the organization said some pseudo-civil organizations are integrating government to act on their whims as it will set a bad precedent in governance and rule of law in general. On the other hand, the protest demonstrations were held today against the acquittal of the former ADC Chandal chairman Lukusai Jau in 2018 multi-crore drug case continue. Member of Haibok Women's Welfare Association under the banner of the Kada stage sit in chanting various slogans at the Kelambam Consil in Imphal West District today. Lilong MLA Y Antas Khan inaugurated a rehabilitation center named Life Controlled Foundation at Lilong Usoi Pokpi in Thaubal District today. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Y Antas Khan called for a concerned effort to end drug meanage in the state. He appealed to the relevant court to award bail-fitted punishment to culprits involved in drug cases. Members of the Anti-Social Prevention Organization ASPO submitted a memorandum to the MLA demanding to award bail-fitted punishment to drug traders. A combined team of Imphal East District Police Commando NAB Manipur and NCB destroyed around 20 acres of illegal poppy plantation in Baduni Hills under Lamlai Police Station, Island Subdivision of Kangpokpi District today. The team under the supervision of Imphal East SP Jogesh Chandra Haubijam, the IPS led by SDPO Lamlai KSA's Ravi Kumar, IPS along with Lamlai OC and OC Narcotic Cell Imphal East. A combined team under the supervisions of the Technopol SPT's Vikramjit also destroyed around 25 acres of illicit poppy plantation at the Samukom Hill range under Machi Police Station today. The combined team of Technopol District Police and Commando, NAB Manipur, NCB, 3rd IRB, 2nd Manipur Rifles were led by Technopol Additional SP Operation T.A.'s Krishna Tombi and Officers Inspector John Lamkang, OC Technopol Inspector D.K. Angrung, OC Machi Police Station. Assam Rifled Mantripukri Battalion under the aegis of ICAR South organized anti-drug awareness lecture and took out a rally at Faknung in Imphal East District today. Anti-drug pallets were also distributed to the attending villagers. Around 50 villagers took part in the event. One day, Chief Minister's Green Manipur Mission Awareness Program was held at Ibutho, Sekmai, Ningtho, Laibung in the Kaidak, Kangzeibung today. Divisional Forest Officer, Thobal and United Farmers Organization, the Kairak, jointly organized the event. Professor of the Manipur University, Dr. N. Rajmohan, stressed on the need to preserve the valuable medicinal plants, herbs and other fauna indigenous to Manipur and at the event. Mang Kinu Thona, a short film stressed on the need to educate girl child, has been released. The short film, produced by District Child Protection Unit, Thobal and Social Welfare Department under the banner of the KAMBT Picture, was released at the film's director Bijoy Ningombam Krishnanda's residence in the Thobal Khetri Laikai. District Child Protection Officer Thobal and other officials were present on the occasion. General Alok Naresh, Inspector General of Assam Rifles South, has felicitated Jivan Rakshak Padak 2021 awardee, Rifleman of Assam Rifles, Abujam Robaind. He is from the Hairok Kabo Laikai of Thobal District. Abujam Robaind was conferred the award for saving the lives of 2 civil workers from the fire incident that occurred at Singjimai Mayang Laikai on the 24th of March last year. The award includes a medal, a certificate signed by Union Home Minister, and a monetary grant. Congress and other opposition party today force adjournment of Rajya Sabha proceedings for the 3rd time in the pre-non-session as they insisted on taking up a discussion on the issue of the farmers' protection. The House was first adjourned for about 40 minutes till 10:30 a.m. As soon as the House met again, the similar scene were witnessed, leading to another adjournment till 11:30 a.m. When the upper house reassembled at 11:30 a.m., the uproar continued as several protesting members trooped in, promoting Deputy Chairman Harivans to adjourn the proceeding till 12:30 p.m. The Deputy Chairman appealed to the opposition members to return to their seat and follow COVID-19 protocols. However, they did not heed to his request. Congress, Left, TMC, DMK and RJD members first walked out from Rajya Sabha after their demand for suspension of the business of the day under Rule 267 for taking up the decision was rejected by the chair. Chairman Naidu disallowed the motion, saying the members were free to raise the issue during the discussion on the motion of thanks to the President's address tomorrow. Naidu said the President had referred to the farmers' agitation in his address at the start of the budget session of the Parliament last week. He added that while Lok Sabha is scheduled to start a decision on the motion today, Rajya Sabha will do so on Wednesday. At the time of the second adjournment, Ports, Ships and Waterways Minister Mansukh Mandavia was speaking on the Major Ports Authorities Bill 2020. Rajya Sabha proceedings have been adjourned till 9 a.m. tomorrow. Now the news from the world of sports. PTRC Patsoi Part 4 defeated Trau Kwakaithil by a massive 109 runs in the 6th league match of the ongoing 5th MNCA W Pralhada and W Ramananda cricket tournament, sponsored by W Vaktaraj retired MCS at Luang Pokpa Cricket Stadium in Luang Sangbam today. Opting to bat first, PTRC Patsoi Part 4 made 174 runs in 39 overs with 10 wickets down. In the inning, Saurav Jain made 25 runs, while Jotind PH and Alfred Hamar each made 20 runs, while the Trau Kwakaithil's bowlers Rajesh Peter took 3 wickets in the inning. In reply, batting second Trau Kwakaitil managed only 65 runs in 24 overs and 5 balls with 10 wickets down and lost the match by 109 runs. No batsman could make 10 runs in the inning, while the PTRC Patsoi Patforce bowler RK Rex and Jotin PH took 3 wickets each. RK Rex was adjudged man of the match titled. Thao Thangmaiban will lock horn with Force Khetrigao in the 7th league match tomorrow. SDC Laifam Kuno, KIYC Khetrigao and PCC Mayai Koibi defeated their opponents in their respective league matches of the ongoing 5th M&CA Ballot Cricket Tournament being held under the aegis of the Manipur Cricket Association. In today's match played at the Thoubal Moijing ground, Napsa Kha Imphal won the toss and fielded first. Batting first, SDC Laifam Kunau secured 179 runs in 34 overs and 5 balls with all 10 wickets down. In reply, batting second, Napsa Kha Imphal met 149 runs in 31 overs and 4 balls with all 10 wickets down and lost the match by 30 runs. SDC Laifam Kunau's all-rounders Deepak Saini, who secured 39 runs and took 4 wickets, back the man of the match title, while in the league match played at Langthabalt Public Ground, YWC Patsoi won the toss and batted first. YWC Patsoi scored 114 runs in the 24 overs with all 10 wickets down. In the second batting, KIYC Khetrigao secured 115 runs in 24 overs with 8 wickets down and won the match by 2 wickets. KIYC Khetrigao's all-rounders Abdul Rahim, who made 22 runs and took 3 wickets, back the man of the match titled. In the league match played at playground of Oriental College and Modern Higher Secondary School, PCC Mayai Koibi won the toss and chose to bat first. PCC Mayai Koibi scored 245 runs in 40 overs with 5 wickets down. In the second batting, Ibsa Yumnam Laikai met 181 runs in 40 overs with 9 wickets down and lost the match by 64 runs. PCC Mayai Koibi's all-rounder CH Ranjan, who scored 78 runs and took 2 wickets, back player of the match titled. 3 league matches of the tournament will be held tomorrow. Four league matches of the 4th Lamlai Kendra village-wise with invitees of the other Kendra Mains Open 7th A-side football tournament were played today. Lamlai Students Idol Club organized the tournament. In the 26th league match played at the ground of Lamlai Students Idol Club, Hairok Mapal the football club defeated Roma Football Club Pungdongbam by 3-1. For the winners, O Romtond, Eld, Boicha and Diamond scored 1 goal each. TS Aresht scored the lone goal of the losing team. In a 27th league match, John Football Club Achanbigai beat Takheld Football Club 4-1. For the winners, Premd, Babisana, Sankar and Jotin scored 1 goal each, while the Jitendra scored the lone goal of the losing team. In a 28th league match, Sejang Football Club defeated Sekta Football Club Timbi by 2-1. For the winners, Eld Loya and KH Tondonba scored 1 goal each, and for the losing team, and Raghumani scored 1 goal. 29 league matches between BSU, Dongpok Kakching and LSIC Football Club Timbi Lamlai resulted in 1-1 draw. The 4 league matches of the tournament will be played tomorrow. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before I wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Government people at the receiving end of the skyrocketing price of petrol and diesel. Public appealed to government to reduce fuel price. COVID Care Center contractual health workers try to storm Chief Minister's bungalow demanding extension of service tenure. Zeliang Rong, the civil society organization, condemned Kabui Union Manipur for claiming Gangai as exclusive festival of Kabui community. Ministry of Consumers Affairs, Food and Public Distribution appoints Rajya Sabha MP Lesimbatana Jauba as chairman of the State Consultative Committee, FCI Manipur. Manipur reports 5 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and no COVID-19 fatalities in last 12 hours. Death toll remains at 371. And India logs single-day spike of 8,635 new COVID-19 cases, taking country's tally above 1,07,66,000. Recovery rate stands above 97%. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Prime Time to Manipuri Bulletin, which will be presented by our anchor, Ms. Reena. In the meantime, for more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Until then, have a great evening and always stay safe.
Sri Sri Gaurachandraya Namaha Purvashram Dekoi Kwai Pumna